Okay, I'm ready. Thank you.
You all set?
Yep. All right, welcome back to our continuing coverage of Spring Hill Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive. I'm JockJive.com. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll handle the play-by-play of our next game here in the Minors Division, the Yankees and the Rangers. Yankees are the visiting team. Just bear with me as I'm just getting the starting lineups here. And leading things off in the Aaron is here, so he is not a scratch. Okay, so Aaron Rivera, I was told, was a last-minute scratch. Now I'm told he is here. So that is good news for the Rangers as we're ready for baseball. Jordan Lindo steps in, and the first pitch of the ball game is on the way, and it is there for strike one. On the mound for the Rangers, number 11, Sebastian Burgos. Lindo, where's number 2? Bats number 1. Grounds this one over to first, and that's just foul. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Jordan Lindo. For the Yankees, Rick Ingley is here. His coaches are not. He's flying solo today. Next pitch from Burgos. That's inside for a ball. The sponsor, Cafe Missouri Town. Sponsor for the Yankees. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That's low ball 2, and the count evens at 2-2. On deck, the shortstop, number 8, Ryan Ingley. And the next pitch from Burgos. That's in behind the batter. All of a sudden, Lindo has gone from an 0-2 count to a 3-2 count. Folks, if you'd like to participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes, send them in via text message. And the number, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Next pitch. This is for ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the top of the first inning. That'll send up Ryan Ingley. Starting at shortstop today. Burgos will work from the stretch. And his first pitch. Across the plate, call a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Runner going to second. The pitch is called a strike. No throw down to second. Stolen base for Jordan Lindo. I count 0-2 now to Ingley. Next pitch. That one hit off the glove of the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. Lindo rounding third. He is coming home and will score to give the Yankees an early 1-0 lead. That'll be an RBI single for Ryan Ingley. That sends up Hendrickson. Throw goes to first, not in time. Burgos will work from the stretch. And the pitch. Runner going to second. Pitch is called a strike. The throw to second, not going to be in time. Stolen base for Ryan Ingley. Next pitch to Taryn Hendrickson is a wild pitch. The runner was already going to third. He'll get there easily. Actually, I'll give him a stolen base. And the count now 1-1 to Hendrickson. One nothing, top of the first. Yankees threatening with a runner at third. The throw will go over to third, not in time. Another throw over to third, again not in time. Ingley back in safely. Next pitch. Inside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hendrickson. Yankees 1. Rangers nothing. We're in the top of the first. Burgos from the stretch and his next pitch. Swing and a miss. Hendrickson out on strikes. That's the first strikeout of the game for Burgos. 1 out for Grant Lanning, the first baseman. Throw goes to third again, not in time. Ingley quickly leading off the bag at third base. That strikeout, the first out of the inning. As this one's grounded up the middle, that's going to be a base hit into center field. Scoring on the play is Ingley. 2-0. That will send up Garrick Wagner. Starting pitcher today for the Yankees. There goes the runner to second. The pitch is across the plate for a strike. The throw to second is not in time. Stolen base for Grant Lanning. So it's been a common theme here for the Yankees in the first. Get on, steal second, and score. They've done that twice, looking to do it a third time with Lanning. Burgos from the stretch with a runner at second base and 1 out. Wagner will take that outside of the dirt. Runner's going to third. The throw to third is not in time. Yankees looking to put 3 up on the board in the top of the first inning. Burgos to the plate. Outside for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Next pitch inside for a ball, then got away from the catcher, but not far enough to advance the runner. And that will push the count to 3-1. Three balls, one strike. The 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Burgos. And that will put runners on the corners for the number 6 hitter in the order, Tanner Hendrickson. First pitch to the right-handed batter. Runner going to second base. The pitch is a strike. No throw down there with that runner at third base. And the next pitch. Outside, the count evens at 1-1. Yankees with a 2-0 lead as the Rangers call timeout with a quick visit to the mound to visit with Burgos. 2-0 Yankees, and they've got runners in scoring position, 2 runners in scoring position with Tanner Hendrickson at the plate. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, you can send one in via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Send your shout-out in via text message. And we do have a shout-out we'll get to after this next pitch. They throw to the shortstop, but the runners will hold. Here's a shout-out that says, "Go Rangers, Zachary Berguglio. We love you," from Mom and Ashley. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your patience, too, as I was getting caught up with the starting lineups. Next pitch, a wild pitch, and that's going to get a run home. The throw will be late, and the Yankees lead 3-0. Grant Lanning scoring from third. Garrick Wagner moves to third. Count now 2-1 to Hendrickson. Still only one out in the inning. And the next pitch. That's up high and inside for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Won't be made. Throw goes to third, not in time. Burgos from the stretch, and his pitch. That one hit right back to the mound, and Burgos will throw to first to get the out. 1-3 put out, and that's the second out of the inning. Base is now empty, and the score now 4-0. Evan LaRosa to the plate. Playing in right center today. LaRosa batting seventh in the lineup. Will take strike one. Yankees with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Next pitch up high for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. We are kind of crawling at a snail's pace here in the top of the first inning. We have a 1 hour and 50-minute time limit on this game. And I'll have to double check and see when the official first pitch thrown, as this one's fouled back. 1-2 now to LaRosa. Here is a shout out to number 7 of the Rangers, Zach Berguglio from Uncle Will. Thank you, Uncle Will. That's how it's done, folks. If you'd like to send a shout out, send it via text message to area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. This one line just foul, first base side. The 1-2 pitch from Burgos. That's low and outside. Ball 2. 2-2. There are some pitchers that like to work quickly. There are others like Burgos who like to work at their own pace. The 2-2 pitch. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Yankees with 4 runs here in the first inning. Jordan Lindo led off with a walk, stole second, came home on a base hit by Ryan Ingley, who also has scored. Grant Lanning, who singled in a run, has scored. And Garrett Wagner, who walked, has scored. 4-0 Yankees in the top of the first inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a ground ball over to second. The throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out, and the inning is over. But as I noted, the Yankees with a big inning in the top of the first will head to the bottom of the first as the Rangers come to bat for the first time today, trailing 4-0 here on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do. And it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong. And Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com.
All right, Zach Bergoglio will lead things off in the bottom of the first inning. Rangers trail the Yankees 4-0. Official start time of today's game, 4:05 p.m. Remember, we have a 1 hour and 50-minute time limit. We have another game that starts at 6:15. On the mound, Garrett Wagner. He's a right-hander, and his first pitch of the inning is there for strike one. Scores from earlier today, games that we broadcast. As that one is over the head of the batter. In the Ozone game this morning, the Braves defeated the Dodgers 13-7. Then I moved over to the boys division where the Nats beat the Blue Jays 10-5. And then the minors game, first minors game today that I broadcast, the Marlins defeated the Mets 16-6. All of these games are posted, all the finals are posted on the JockJive Facebook page. So we'd like for you to like the page and then go make your comments there. Send your shout-outs and best wishes on the JockJive Facebook page. The count has gone to 3-1 to Zach Bergoglio, leading things off in the bottom of the first inning for the Rangers. We'll get a shout out after this pitch. And it's grounded to first on a couple of hops, but right to Grant Lanning, 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. That will send up Jacob McGeehan. This shout-out says, "Let's go Rangers. You've all grown a lot this season. Make it happen," from your team mom. Thank you, Mom. I know they appreciate that. Also, happy birthday to Carlo Oliveros from Papa George. Happy birthday there, Carlo. Actually, that was our last game that we did. Jacob McGeehan takes a strike, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. One pitch. That one's fouled out of play, right side. 1-2. Once again, the number for the shout-outs, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Count now 2-2. Next pitch, lined foul over the first base dugout, out of play. The 1-out pitch from Wagner. Strike 3 called. The throw down to first will complete the strikeout, 2-3. 2 gone. Base is empty for the pitcher, Sebastian Burgos. First pitch from Wagner. Popped up, but out of play. 0-1 delivery. There for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Bouncing ball over to third. And the throw across will be in time. Nice play by Taryn Hendrickson over at third base. 5-3 put out. And the Rangers retired in order. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the first. We'll move to the top of the second. It's the Yankees 4 and the Rangers nothing here on JockJive.com.
JockJive.com. We are literally taking the world by storm. Last year, more than 3,000 cities worldwide turned into our coverage of football, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball. From T-ball to the NCAA Division I athletics, JockJive crews have traveled this nation to provide you the finest in sports coverage. So the next time you need the spotlight clearing on your sports venture, think JockJive.com. Maybe not the only internet sports channel, but the best one.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
All right, we head to the top of the second inning. And due up for the Yankees. Batters 8, 9, and 10. They bat 13 today. Yankees with 4 runs in that first inning. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This one says, nice legs, Coach Frank, from your favorite parents. Frank Zito, the manager of the Rangers. Assistants Ryan Sinzig and Pete Verge. Benny Lee will lead it off. He'll be playing in left center today. First pitch from Burgos. Swing and a miss, strike 1. In the first inning, Sebastian Burgos gave up 4 runs on 2 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 1. A 1 pitch to Lee. That one's up high. That will even the count at 1-1. So just one more game to go today. Coming up, the Nats and the Indians at 6:15. Our final broadcast today. I'll be back next Saturday as that one is hit right back to Burgos, who knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first in time for the first out of the inning. But I'll be back next Saturday, May 13th, and then the following Saturday, May the 20th, I will be out of town, and Anthony Crum will handle the play-by-play in 2 weeks. So please make him feel welcome, Anthony Crum, who actually shadowed me last weekend. Got to call a couple of innings each game just to get warmed up. Daniel Smith will step in with one out and the base is empty. Playing in right field today. Next pitch from Burgos. That's over the head of everybody. Ball 2. In the first inning, Jordan Lindo, Ryan Ingley, Grant Lanning, and Garrick Wagner all scored. 4-0 Yankees were in the top of the second inning. The 2-0 pitch to Daniel Smith. That's outside the dirt, ball 3. Temperature has warmed up a little bit today, but it's not getting very high. Currently 73 degrees with an expected high of 74. That pitch inside for ball 4. And then it dips overnight, late night, into the 50s. We are in May, correct? One out walk. That's the third walk issued by Sebastian Burgos. Runner at first for Christian Cordero. Cordero will take strike 1. Really looking forward to our Summer of Dixie. We'll be broadcasting the state tournaments in Florida, beginning with the first. Well, actually, we're going to do some district coverage from Spring Hill. That's going to be Father's Day weekend. And then the Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament in Sebring, the first Saturday in the month of July. Runner going. The pitch is a ball. The throw to second, not in time. So Daniel Smith now in scoring position with one out for Cordero. There goes the runner to third. The pitch, well, hit and run, but it's grounded foul, first base side. I noted Rick Ingley is flying solo. They do not have anyone coaching first base right now. Next pitch to Cordero. There goes the runner to third. Well, wouldn't have mattered because that was a wild pitch. Would have gotten him there anyway, but it'll be a stolen base for Daniel Smith. His second of the inning. Timeout call by the Rangers. Quick visit to the mound as Burgos has fallen behind 2-1 to Cordero. Cordero, the number 10 hitter in the order, playing in left field today. Cordero ready, and the next pitch. Throw went to third instead, not in time. Swing and a miss. Tyler Smith, the batter now, with 2 outs. Burgos from the stretch and the pitch. Wild pitch, runners coming home, and the throw, the tag, not in time. Yankees add another run. They lead it 5-0. Next pitch right down the middle there for a called strike. Base is now empty with 2 outs. Yankees with 4 runs in the first, 1 here in the second. And that there for a called strike. 1-2. One-two pitch, reaches out for that one and lifts it just foul beyond the third base bag. Burgos working from the stretch where the base is empty. His 2-out pitch. That bounces in there for a ball. And the next pitch from Sebastian Burgos. Swing and a miss. He ends the inning with back-to-back strikeouts. Yankees get a run and extend the lead to 5-0. We head to the bottom of the second. 5, Rangers nothing here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together. Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
All right, batters 4, 5, and 6 for the Rangers. First pitch of the inning is fouled off out of play right side. Brendan Santana leading it off for the Rangers against Garrett Wagner, who delivers low and outside. That will even the count at 1-1. Wagner retired the side in order in the first inning. So the Rangers looking for their first base runner as that one's low for ball 2. Still to come, the Nationals and the Indians scheduled for a 6:15 start. That will conclude our broadcast coverage today. This one swung on and missed for strike 2. Kind of an interesting start to the day in that I've been moved around a little bit more than normal. This is popped up right side, hooking out of play. But the first game that I broadcast was the Ozone. Normally, I broadcast the Ozone games in the afternoon, along with the boys division late in the afternoon. But I got both of them this morning. 9 a.m., I got the Dodgers and the Braves. That game went over a little bit. They held up the Nats-Blue Jays game. We started about 10 minutes late for that one in the boys division. This is popped up to first now in foul territory, but no one's going to get there. Not sure what happened with the first baseman. It looked like he was the one to make the play, but Lanning just kind of watched it drop. Maybe lost it in the sun, I guess. Count remains 2-2. Just a foul ball. This one's popped up. Another opportunity in foul territory. And this time Lanning comes in to make the catch. He was ready to atone for that. He's got it for the first out of the inning. Getting back to our coverage here. The real mess was when the boys game went 2 hours and 45 minutes. They did not hold up the 1:45 start time. By the time I broke down and got over here, they were already in the second inning. I did get on the air, though, and finish the game, despite not having the starting lineups for one of the teams. Javian Pagan is the batter. Swing and a miss there. Bottom of the second, Rangers trail 5-0. Next pitch from Wagner. Swing and a miss. So Garrett gets his second strikeout of the game. 2 gone for Dominic Zito. First pitch to the lefty from the righty is taken high for ball 1. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450. Swing and a miss there. That's 352-258-8450. Swing and a miss at the next pitch. Congratulations to the Santa Fe College Saints. They're playing at the state tournament today, and they were a winner. Beat Northwest Florida State 7-2. Santa Fe will move on in the winner's bracket of the tournament. Saints will face Palm Beach State College Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Win or lose, Santa Fe will play again on Monday. Santa Fe College out of Gainesville. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also, locally, congratulations to Nature Coast, the Sharks, winning the baseball title. Called strike 3. Zito is out on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 2nd inning. But Nature Coast, I understand, has won only 2 district titles in their history, and both have come in back-to-back seasons. So congratulations. They knock off the top seed, Brooksville, to win the district title. We'll head to the top of the 3rd. It remains the Yankees 5, the Rangers nothing here on JockJive.com.
The official sports web streaming provider of Dixie Youth Baseball is JockJive.com. Now, you don't have to miss the big game, whether in another part of the state or another part of the world. Catch Dixie Youth Baseball on JockJive.com, and when the game is over, the joy of listening and watching the coverage has just begun, because every game brought JockJive is now archived at its conclusion. Plus, you can catch the game on your mobile phone or iPad. JockJive.com, the next best thing to being there. Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program. Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone, except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Top of the 3rd inning. Yankees send up 12-13-1. Jacob Selner will lead it off. First pitch from Sebastian Burgos, the righty to the lefty. And it's inside for ball 1. Yankees with 4 runs in the first, 1 run in the second. One-oh pitch. There for a called strike. Count now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That one is swung late and grounded foul, third base side. 1-2. Burgos looking for his 4th strikeout of the game. He struck out 1 in the first, 2 in the second. And the 1-2 pitch. That's up high. Ball 2, 2-2. Two pitch outside. That works the count full. Burgos has also walked 3. Burgos looks in. Gets the sign he likes and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's your first out of the inning. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Burgos going back to last inning. 1 out for the number 13 hitter in the order, right fielder Jacob White. First pitch to White, inside and a hitting. One out base runner. That will send us to the top of the order. Here's Jordan Lindo. First pitch, good pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 1. Lindo walked and scored in the first. 4-run Yankee first. Yankees lead at 5-0 here in the third. Next pitch. Bouncing ball over to the shortstop. The runner was on the move, so only one play. That's to first. The throw was not in time. Everybody's safe. And that will put 2 on with 1 out for Ryan Ingley. It was kind of a late start for White, but he did run on the play, and that was enough to get him into second safely. Quick conversation on the mound with starting pitcher Sebastian Burgos. Ingley singled to right field his first at bat. He'll take a strike on the inside part of the plate. 1 out, 2 on for the Yankees, who lead it 0. We're in the top of the third inning. There's a runner going to third. The pitch is outside for a ball. The throw to third, not in time. The other runner will also go to second. So Lindo now at second, White at third. The throw to third gets away, and that's going to get the run home. So a throwing error will make it 6-0. Jordan Lindo at third base on the play. That might be it for Burgos here. He's going to hand over the baseball, and that will be it for Sebastian. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. We are in the top of the third. The Yankees leading the Rangers 6-0 here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the number 1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
All right, the new pitcher is the former shortstop, Brendan Santana. He will face Ryan Ingley with a runner at third, and the score 6-0. 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Ingley 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Throw goes to third, and they threw it away again. That's going to get home another run. Base is now empty, and it's 7-0. The count 1 ball and 1 strike on Taryn Hendrickson. Or excuse me, Ryan Ingley. Taryn Hendrickson on deck. It's ball 2. That might have gotten the run home regardless of the error. But the Yankees plating another run to take a 7-0 lead. Next pitch, a little bit high for a ball. Ingley 1 pitch away from a walk. Santana, much quicker delivery than Burgos. So if you're used to Burgos, you better get ready, as that pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Full count. 3-2 pitch, in behind him for ball 4. That'll send up Taryn Hendrickson, starting third baseman. Hendrickson struck out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Shoutouts have been quiet today for the most part, at least in this one. 352-258-8450 is the number. That pitch high for a ball. The throw to second, not in time. Don't forget that we post the shoutout numbers every Saturday morning on the JockJive Facebook page. So if you don't have a pin when we give it out and you only catch part of it, just know that you can go to the JockJive Facebook page and scroll down and find the number. Ingley going to third, and he will get there easily. Next pitch to Hendrickson. Won't be made. A throw goes to third, not in time. Yankees with 7 runs through the first 3 innings of play. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 here in the third. As that one's outside for a ball. Santana again throws to third. Close play, and they call him out at third. Picked off 1-5. Close play, but hard to tell when you've only got one umpire to make that call. There's ball 4. Runner at first with 2 outs now for Grant Lanning, who singled in a run his last at bat. There goes the runner to second. The pitch is called a strike. The throw to second, not even close. Gets away, and the runner's going to head to third. That'll be a stolen base and an error. Wasn't that long ago we had a runner at third. We got another one there again. Base hit here makes it 8-0. Lanning looking for his second run driven in today. Santana from the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Count no balls and 2 strikes now to Grant Lanning. And a swing and a miss. It actually gets away from the catcher. A run will score. The throw to first is not in time. And it's 8-0 Yankees. Strikeout, and I'm assuming a pass ball. That's how that would officially be scored. So the inning's still alive for the Yankees. Pitches a ball to the next batter. The runner going to second. The throw not in time. Garrick Wagner is the batter. Next pitch misses for ball. 2-0 the count. Runner at second for the Yankees, who lead it 8-0. We're in the top of the third inning. Rangers have to be careful not to give up a couple more runs or reach the mercy rule. That one is called a strike, but the runner's going to get to third as he got away from the catcher. Landing down to third base now. Garrett Wagner walked his first at bat and scored. Number 5 hitter in the order. Big cut there. Swing and a foul tip. 2-2. It's outside for a ball. Full count. Well, based on the way this is going, we'll be lucky to play 4 anyway, even if we do have a mercy rule. Dirt for ball 4. Runners on the corners for Tanner Hendrickson, who grounded out but drove in a run his first at bat. Yankees with an 8-0 lead, batting in the top of the third inning. Everyone in the ballpark knows that Wagner's going to be running to second on this play. This first pitch. There he goes. Pitch is a strike called. I'm okay with that. The thing that I don't like is when you've got a runner on third and a batter walks and he runs around the bag and just keeps on running to second. I'd like to see some kind of a dead ball before that runner could go to second. This one is grounded to the shortstop, and the throw to first in time. 6-3 put out. The inning is over, but the Yankees plate 3 more runs. And as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now the Yankees 8 and the Rangers nothing here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Baseball tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the number 1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
We head now to the bottom of the third inning with our score 8-0 Yankees. Rangers are still looking for their first base runner against Garrett Wagner, who has retired all 6 batters that he has faced. He has struck out 3 of the 6. Bryce Sinzig will lead things off. Yankees with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and building this 8-0 lead. Don't forget our final game coming up today. The Nationals and the Indians scheduled for a 6:15 p.m. start. This game got started about 5 minutes after 4, so not only, like I mentioned, not only is the mercy rule a concern, but time is of the essence, as we only have about just under 40 minutes left. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. That's the number if you'd like to send a shout-out via text message. Bryce Sinzig, the number 7 hitter in the order, leading things off to start the bottom of the third inning. And the first pitch from Garrett Wagner. That one is grounded foul, first base side. Rangers sponsored by Levin Financial Group. Yankees sponsored by Cafe Missouritown. Thanks to both sponsors of Rangers and Yankees baseball. Swing and a miss. Sinzig behind the count, 0-2. Wagner looking for his third consecutive strikeout going back to last inning. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball low. Boy, a good-looking pitch that just missed. One-two pitch. Fastball. That one is grounded to first, but right to Lanning. He'll go to the bag. One away. 3 unassisted. One out, base is empty. Aaron Rivera Aaron Rivera did make it. That's right. So he will bat now. He was a scratch and then back to your shout-outs. If you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450. Swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike one. That's 352 area code 258-8450. Here's the shout out. Go Yankees. We love you, number 7, Vinny Lee. Well, number 7 is Vinny Lee. So who are you? Make sure when you send your shout outs, you let us know who you are. So that way when the players go back and watch the game, they'll know who sent the shout out. Who's it to? Who's it from? And if you're watching outside the area, where are you watching? So 3 things we kind of look for. Call strike 3, out on strikes. 2 away. Looking forward to our Summer of Dixie, beginning with district tournament play, Father's Day weekend in Spring Hill. Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament beginning in Sebring on July the 1st, the first Saturday of July. And I'll be providing a lot of baseball coverage over the summer. Andrew Waters, the batter. Beginning in Florida and ending in Alabama. That one's outside for a ball. One-on-one the count. Two-out pitch there for a called strike. And there is strike three. Waters retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Wagner, who now has 5 strikeouts in the game. We head to the fourth. It remains the Yankees 8, the Rangers nothing, here on JockJive.com. Back with more baseball right after this.
Makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the scholarship fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
7, 8, 9 due up here in the top of the fourth inning for the Yankees. They lead it 8-0. Really a chance to end this game early via the mercy rule if they can plate a couple of runs and keep the Rangers off the scoreboard in the bottom of the inning. Brendan Santana back out on the mound. You know, I mentioned ending up in Alabama, the Dixie Youth World Series, the Ozone, the majors, etc. Those will be played in Oxford, Alabama, August the 5th through August the 10th. That's when we'll conclude our coverage of Dixie Youth Baseball this summer. You can go to Dixie.org, click on Dixie Youth Baseball, and find the brackets online. Evan LaRosa leading it off. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to second. Always a lot of fun to broadcast these games, state tournaments and World Series events. That pitch up high over the head of LaRosa for ball 2, 2-0. Scores from earlier games that we broadcast, as that one misses for ball 3. I began this morning at 9 a.m. and called the Braves and the Dodgers in the Ozone. Braves won that game 13-7. I moved over to the boys division and broadcast what ended up being a 2-hour and 45-minute game. The Nationals defeated the Blue Jays 10-5. The Nationals were up 5-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to tie it. The Nationals scored 5 runs in the top of the 7th to win it. There's ball 4 to LaRosa. So the Nats beating the Jays 10-5, and then our first game of the minors, the Marlins defeated the Mets 16-6. Vinny Lee steps in with a runner at first and nobody out. Runner going to second as the first pitch is taken for a ball. Still to come, the Nats and the Indians. Scheduled to start at 6:15. Lee 0 for 1. He takes a strike here. Runner going to third. The throw not in time. Lee grounding out to the pitcher, his first at bat. Yankees have scored at least one run in every inning, including 4 in the first. Got off to a good start against the Rangers, who have yet to have a base runner today. We'll see if that continues in the bottom of the 4th inning, especially if the Yankees can push across 2 here. That's outside for a ball. Two and 1 the count. Two one pitch. Kind of reached down for that one, and that's a fair ball. It's grounded to first. That will get the run home. Lee is tagged out at first base. 3 unassisted. But he does get the RBI to make it 9-0. One out, base is empty for Daniel Smith. First pitch up high for ball 1. Next pitch, called a strike. Daniel Smith walked and scored in the 2nd inning. The next pitch up for a ball. Florida baseball team last night defeated Ole Miss by the score of 11-2. One of the more interesting at-bats was by Christian Hicks, who battled for 15 pitches. How about a 15-pitch at-bat? Play the next one tonight. There's ball 4 to Smith. Timeout called. That might be it for Santana. Brendan came in the 3rd inning. And he has walked 4 in an inning and a third. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, as the Yankees will do their best to try to get that run home and maybe end this game in the bottom of the inning via the mercy rule. Christian Cordero struck out his first at bat. He steps in. 1 out, 1 on. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Daniel Smith did steal a couple of bases in the 2nd inning, but he held it first that time. Throw goes to first, not in time. A 1 pitch. There goes the runner to second. The pitch is inside for a ball. No throw down to second base. Next pitch from Santana. There he goes to third. The pitch is outside for a ball. The throw to third, not in time. So Cordero ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. The throw to third gets away, and that's going to get the 10th run home. So they get that magic number, 10th run. Base is now empty for Cordero. That pitch outside for a ball. And strike called. Cordero thought it was outside. Santana from the stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Two gone for Tyler Smith. Also a strikeout victim today. First pitch there for strike 1. Yankees with 2 runs here in the 4th inning, leading at 10-0. Rangers will send up 10, 11, and 12 in the bottom of the inning, needing 1 run to keep this thing going. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. The 1-2 delivery. Up and in for ball 2. 2-2. Santana looking to end the inning with a strikeout. He delivers high for ball 3. Full count. Jacob Selner on deck with 2 outs. The 3 pitch to Smith. That's outside the dirt for ball 4. Jacob Selner struck out swinging his first at bat. First pitch, a wild pitch, and that's going to get the runner to second base. Couple of walks, actually 3 in the inning. These 2 runs have scored without a hit. Next pitch, taking it for a strike. Runner going to third. The throw not in time. The 1-1 pitch won't be made. Santana now from the stretch. That bounces in there for ball 2, 2-1. Don't forget, still to come, the Nationals and the Indians scheduled for a 6:15 start. Next pitch to Sellner is a wild pitch. The runner's coming home. The throw to the plate, the tag not in time. Now 11-0, Yankees. And the count 3-1 to Sellner. That one fouled back. It's 3-2. Full count. The 3-2 pitch. Up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. That will send up the number 13 hitter in the order, Jacob White. White was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 3rd inning. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Yankees have pushed 3 runs across the plate in the inning, leading it 11-0. Well, this is a big out here. The top of the order is on deck. First pitch to White, a strike. A 1 pitch. Inside for a ball. That evens the count at 1-1. One delivery. Ground ball left side over to the shortstop. The throw to first. And not in time. The first baseman dropped. Everybody's safe. Now we'll put runners at first and second. We'll head to the top of the order with Jordan Lindo. Jordan walked and scored in the first. He had an infield hit and scored in the 3rd. First pitch to Lindo. There for strike 1. Runners at first and Yankees here in the top of the 4th. They lead it 11-0. Next pitch in the dirt. That will even the count at 1-1. Count now 2-1. Santana from the stretch. His 2-1 pitch. Swung on and a ground ball over to third. And the third baseman not going to get there in time. Everybody's safe on the fielder's choice. Bases loaded with 2 outs for Ryan Ingley. And that might be it for Santana. Was able to induce a couple of ground balls, but you had the drop at first base. Runner was not able to get out. They weren't able to get the runner going from second to third. Actually, Santana will stay in the game. Ingley today has singled in a run and walked. Stolen a couple of bases, actually stolen 3 bases. Ball 1 outside. Yankees looking for some insurance as they look to win it in the bottom of the 4th via the mercy rule. Next pitch That's there for a called strike. One pitch. Strike two. Outside corner. One-two pitch, lined into right field for a base hit. That'll get one run home. Here comes run number two. And they're going to try run number three. The throw to the plate, dropped by the catcher. A bases clearing single. And then Ingley will take second on the throw. And the score now 14-0. All of this coming with 2 outs. Taryn Hendrickson will bat. Hendrickson today has struck out and walked. Well, this was likely going to be the last inning anyway, now that our time is almost up. Runner going to third. Actually, the batter got a piece of the ball, so the runner will have to go back to second. There he goes to third again. The throw to third, and it's dropped by the third baseman. Well, when it rains, it pours. Jeez. They've had several drops when they've tried to get that third out, and it's eluded them every time. Next pitch, that one hit over to the shortstop. The throw to first, safe at first base. Hendrickson beats it out. An infield hit and an RBI, and it's now 15-0. Grant Lanning steps in. Runner goes to second as the pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Actually, that was the 7th run. Okay, they've reached their maximum capacity there, 7 runs. So it's 15-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And a chance for the Yankees to go ahead and end this thing early. You're watching it live here on JockJive.com.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events and over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com. JockJive.com. We are literally taking the world by storm. Last year, more than 3,000 cities worldwide turned into our coverage of football, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball. From T-ball to the NCAA Division I athletics, JockJive crews have traveled this nation to provide you the finest in sports coverage. So the next time you need the spotlight glaring on your sports venture, think JockJive.com. Maybe not the only internet sports channel, but the best one.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
All right, last hope for the Rangers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Xavier Verge will lead it off. Batters 10, 11, and 12. And even if this game had not ended via the mercy rule, this would have probably been the last half inning anyway, as we're less than 10 minutes away from that time. Garrick Wagner has gone the distance. He's out there to start the fourth, and he blows it by. Verge swing and a miss, strike one. A 1 pitch. Fires another one by. 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rangers trying to get that first base runner of the game. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, it gets away from the catcher. Will they get that first runner? They throw to first. Close, but they get him out at first base. Boy, just by a step or 2. 1 out. Here's Carson Young. 6th strikeout of the game for Wagner. Don't forget, coming up, the Nationals and the Indians. Scheduled for a 6:15 start. Will likely get started a little bit later than that. One out. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. There is a strike to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another big strikeout for Garrick Wagner. He has struck out 4 in a row going back to last inning. And the Rangers are down to their final out in this one. First pitch to Nick Gilman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Throw down the first to complete the strikeout. Dropped by the first baseman, but he picks it up and tags out the base runner, and the ball game is over. So the Yankees will get the victory by the final score of 15-0. And we've got one more game to go. The Nationals and the Indians. That game's scheduled for a 6:15 start. Until then, for all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.